In November 1917, British Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour sent a letter to the second Lord Rothschild, expressing the British government's support for a Jewish home in Palestine. This letter, known as the Balfour Declaration, changed the course of history for the Middle East and the Jewish people. The Balfour Declaration, a mere 67 words long, is a document that changed the course of history for the Middle East and the Jewish people. Sent on November 2, 1917 by British Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour, it expressed the British government's support for the establishment of a Jewish home in Palestine. But why was this declaration addressed to the Rothschild family? To understand the significance of this choice, we must delve into the historical context of the time. The Zionist movement, which aimed to establish a Jewish homeland, was primarily a movement from Eastern Europe. However, there was no clear leadership or figurehead representing this movement. The British government, recognizing the need for a central address, turned to the Rothschild family. The Rothschilds were a prominent and influential family, known for their immense wealth and connections. They had a long history of involvement in various political and financial affairs. It was believed that their influence and resources made them the ideal recipients of such a declaration. Among the Rothschild family, the second Lord Rothschild, Walter Rothschild, was chosen as the recipient of the Balfour Declaration. Walter was an eccentric and colourful character with a passion for collecting. He had amassed the largest collection of ornithological material in Great Britain, showcasing his wide-ranging interests. However, it was Walter's deep interest in the Zionist cause and his involvement in the early years of the establishment of pioneer communities in Israel. Walter's commitment to the Zionist movement made him a natural ally for the British government in their support for a Jewish homeland. Nevertheless, it is important to note that the Rothschild family was not united in their support for the establishment of a national home in Israel. Some members, like James Rothschild, who'd come from France, believed it was better to assimilate into English life and did not support the idea. Nevertheless, others, like Dorothy de Rothschild, played a critical role in advancing the Zionist cause. Dorothy, a major supporter of Israel from a young age, became instrumental in connecting with the British establishment and facilitating meetings with Zionist leaders. She married her cousin, James Rothschild, at the age of 17 and dedicated her life to advancing the cause of Israel after his death. Dorothy's passion, combined with her ability to navigate the highest echelons of British society, made her an important figure in the Zionist movement. The Balfour Declaration, with its 3 simple words, "Dear Lord Rothschild," marked a turning point in Jewish history. It was a testament to the power and influence of the Rothschild family, as well as their commitment to the Zionist cause. The declaration went through several drafts and compromises before its finalization, but its essence remained the same: a promise of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. The declaration, as Jacob Rothschild went on to reveal in the interview, further expressed the British government's support for the establishment of a Jewish home in Palestine. It was a monumental statement that held great significance for the Jewish community. The declaration stated, "His Majesty's government views with favour the establishment in Palestine of a national home for the Jewish people and will use their best endeavours to facilitate the achievement of this object." These words were a beacon of hope for the Jewish people, who had long yearned for a homeland of their own. However, the declaration also emphasised the importance of safeguarding the civil and religious rights of existing non-Jewish communities in Palestine. It was a delicate balance, ensuring that the establishment of a Jewish home did not come at the expense of the rights of others. This aspect of the declaration was crucial in maintaining peace and harmony in the region. The Balfour Declaration was seen as one of the most extraordinary moments in Jewish history. It was a culmination of 3,000 years of struggle and perseverance. For many, it was nothing short of a miracle. The idea that an impoverished would-be statesman like Chaim Weizmann could persuade powerful figures like Walter Rothschild, Arthur Balfour, and even Prime Minister Lloyd George to support the establishment of a Jewish homeland seemed unlikely, yet it happened. As good as the Balfour Declaration sounded, the reactions to it were varied. Within the Jewish community, it was hailed as the greatest event in thousands of years. It was a moment of immense pride and joy, as the dream of a Jewish homeland was finally within reach. The declaration provided a sense of validation and recognition for the Jewish people, who had faced centuries of persecution and displacement. However, the declaration also faced criticism and opposition. Some argued that it did not go far enough in guaranteeing the rights of non-Jewish communities in Palestine. Others questioned the motives behind the declaration, viewing it as a political move by the British government to gain favour with the Jewish community. The implications of the declaration were far-reaching. It set in motion a series of events that would shape the future of the Middle East and the Jewish people. The establishment of pioneer communities in Israel, with the support of the Rothschild family, marked the beginning of a new chapter in Jewish history. The Rothschild family also played a crucial role in the early years of the establishment of these pioneer communities. In France, Bernhard Lord Rothschild responded to the Russian pogroms in the 1880s 1980s, providing support and assistance to Jewish immigrants. In England, members of the Rothschild family, like Dorothy de Rothschild, dedicated themselves to advancing the Zionist cause and connecting with the British establishment. Interestingly, Jacob Rothschild not only revealed events of the past. In another interview, he shared his views about the future and how it can be built. When it comes to architecture, few partnerships have been as influential and enduring as that of Jacob Rothschild and Norman Foster. Their collaboration spans over 4 decades, beginning with their initial encounter alongside Jim Sterling and Richard Rogers. It was a meeting that would shape the course of architectural history. Rothschild vividly recalls the first time he laid eyes on Foster's work. It was at Reading, where he witnessed the early manifestations of Foster's architectural genius. The buildings exuded a sense of innovation and forward-thinking that immediately captivated Rothschild. Little did he know that this encounter would mark the beginning of a lifelong friendship and a shared vision for the future. But it wasn't just the world of art and culture that Rothschild and Foster left their mark on. Their collaboration extended to projects that aimed to transform public spaces and enhance the urban experience. One such project was the pedestrianisation of Trafalgar Square, a historic landmark in the heart of London. In 1989, Foster played a pivotal role in the realisation of this ambitious endeavour, which sought to create a vibrant and accessible public space for all to enjoy. The successful completion of the project was a testament to Foster's ability to blend functionality, aesthetics, and the preservation of historical significance. Rothschild's admiration for Foster's work extended beyond their personal collaborations. As the chairman of the Pritzker Prize for Architecture, Rothschild had the privilege of being part of the committee that awarded Foster the prestigious prize in 1989. The decision was unanimous, as Foster's Millennium Bridge, a stunning architectural marvel that connected Somerset Heights, became a symbol of his ability to seamlessly blend the old and the new. So, inspired by Foster's talent and vision, Rothschild sought his expertise in a project that held deep personal significance. The Baron Rothschild's greenhouse, once a sprawling oasis filled with exotic